real quick. Um, so first and foremost, right, I'd like to introduce myself. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Tilak, and my partner here is. So this very handsome lad here, right? This very handsome lad helped me, and we essentially just worked on this project for the past 24 hours. As you know, game jam, everything related to that. As we burned the midnight oil, we went through a lot of. Honestly, we didn't really go through much. I'm gonna be honest.
It was mostly complex code, really.
Yeah, the code was messed up, but like that was all Benjamin stuff. My brain was kind of just smooth. All I did was like pretty art, you know, nice music. I like that stuff. So I was kind of chilling. When we first heard about the bullet hell aesthetic and everything like that, we had a plan as to how we wanted to go with everything. We wanted to mess with chess, and chess is what we mess with. Of course, right? So, credit where credit's due. We had our friends Boba, Como, and us two basically on a Discord call, constantly just like talking through the night. I'm pretty sure that's the only reason why I stayed up. Additionally, we had other people that I kind of just found online, and they all had their sources like free to like anybody to use, but I wanted to like credit them. There's somebody named Dan Wizard, there's this dude named Jetson, lots of pixels, Reppin, and like this one person who helped me particularly because he had a bunch of tutorials on how to go by different textures. Anyways, the gameplay should speak for itself, but if I were to describe it, I would say it's a chess roguelike with bullet hell aesthetics.
Okay, so when you start,
Yes, sir.
you can explain what's going on as I play.
I'm basically going to be narrating. As you can see, our main character is a king, and his main goal is to just like get rid of all the pawns in the enemy side. Whenever you get a kill, you activate the bullet hell mode. Everything freezes over. Like time slows down, and you can start chasing them pretty much. Overall, the main like fun part about this is the gameplay loop. It's pretty addicting. I can't lie.
Oh, yeah, that's what happens to me
The kill animation is nice. It's crisp. Sadly, we didn't have a blade with us, or like a sword, so we kind of had to cop that from online. And
So we have to show them what happens when you get farther in the game. So this is, it's more than just chasing some pieces you'll see in just a moment. Once I actually beat the second level, I screwed up the last time. Oh, so yeah, here we go. So you'll be met with 3 upgrades every 2 levels you go through. So there's two main types of things you can earn. You can earn bishop or rook or knight upgrades, which allow you to have sort of their moveset. With the horse, you can only really get it once, and it allows you to move like the horse does. With the bishop and the rook, it kind of increases the distance in that relative direction. Now you may notice icons right here. This is quite an interesting addition as well. There are specific types of moves that you're given. So this is an attack only on move. And what that basically means, if you've ever played chess and you mess around with the pawns, you know that they can only attack diagonally. And that will basically have sort of the same type of effect. So I want to pick, let's just pick the rook. So you see these are purple. Now if I try to click here, I can't go in that direction. But let's say I move here, he moves. Pretty not the best demonstration of it, but now I can demonstrate it. Now I can move there. And yeah, you notice the screen freezes. So what that whole effect is all about is we have a timer at the top. When that timer runs out, quote unquote reinforcements will show up and more pawns and such you'll have to fight. Okay, so yeah, he wants to have a practical demonstration of what I'm talking about. So let's let the timer run out so you can see what happens. Yeah. So there's now a bunch of pawns here to threaten our ability to get around. And also one change you may notice is that they automatically turn into a knight when they reach the end. This was just done for balancing purposes. And there's another thing that you won't notice yet, and it will maybe come up later. Oh, I stood in a bad position. I could just let Tilak play, because he has had quite a lot of fun playing this. So one other thing that had to be modified about chess in order to make this more feasible is normally in chess, only the knight can jump over pieces. In our game, any piece can jump over any other piece. Now, what's made this so easy to sort of work with and like add extra moves is all of this is modular, as you see. All of those like the slots you're going towards are actually basically classes that store a vector. Vector meaning like the direction you meant to go in, and the type of move. And this is basically working for all of the pieces here. So if we like to, we could just make a whole new sprite and add them with new move sets. Now there's also abilities, if you want to pick tidal wave. You might be, oh yeah, I think you can use it right now. Yeah, it should be usable. And yeah, he just wiped out some of the board. And there's a cooldown timer, as you can see down there. And over time, you can earn more of those abilities. Now, one feature you may or may not run into is there's a specific move type that Tilak especially likes in this game. Oh, you already ran into it? Oh, great. So it's a version of the move that basically, instead of, you got killed. So I didn't get to demonstrate too well, but what it does is instead of moving the player, it just attacks and does nothing else, which can lead to some very interesting configurations with the upgrades you get. I don't know how.
I don't think we can really show off much because, like.
Yeah, it just takes a bit to get through.
Is there anything else that you guys think is important to share?
Can you show the vortex?
Vortex?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
The vortex? Yeah, so the vortex, it has a diamond-shaped pattern if you want me to spoil it for you. Oh, you can use it right now. And now they're gone.
Honestly speaking, the thing is with level design and everything, we have about 6 levels, but so far we've only managed to get to level 2 because of the sheer amount of
Well,
like
6 stages. But yeah.
6 stages. Not bad.
It's alright.
Because we never really got past the knights. The knights are very vicious in this game, and balancing is kind of crazy. However, it is very fun and addictive if you let yourself get addicted to it. So,
Oh, you got more guys to deal with.
the general storyline about this is like we storyboarded a whole bunch of stuff, but the general idea is all those pawns and pieces, they kind of don't want to be there in the first place. They kind of don't want to be there in the first place. However, their families are being held hostage, yada yada, evil king, right? You know the general trend. The key thing is the evil king is actually our brother, and he's a very, very mean-spirited little brother. So there's a little bit of family dynamic thing happening. And the idea is to become a newer, better lord because the little brother was a and stuff. Hence the theme being like a new spring, or like a new hope. And it's also the name being Kingdom, like what was it? I
Kingdom
forgot.
Equinox.
Kingdom Equinox, thank you.
Sorry about that. Oh, yeah, another feature we've just run into that thankfully we just ran into because I may have forgotten about it, is there is also armor. Now what armor does, you'll see it shows up here. I can quickly demonstrate what it does by putting myself in a bad position, if I can do that. So if I move right here, normally I would get taken out, but here's what happened instead. Instead, the armor breaks and the earpiece is spared. And that's pretty much all the features implemented now. But of course, as I said, since the system is very modular, I could expand on it with new pieces, new environments and such quite easily. And yeah, now there's more pawns. I'm gonna let myself get captured so I can end the game. I hope you liked our presentation and our game. I wish you all a great weekend.
Thank you.